Hi there, in this video you will learn how to create your own performance habits, anchors and rituals to help you maintain your concentration and performance in the key moments of your sport. Now most people have developed some sort of ritual or habit and have taken it a bit further and even formed a superstition. Rituals and superstitions are not the same thing. Superstitions are developed based on fear or built around a good performance and use some sort of prop or item. It could be a lucky shirt or a lucky piece of equipment. Positive superstitions can play a useful role. However, they are based on the belief that an item or shirt is lucky and that it will produce good fortune and a better performance. The problem is that when a superstition fails to get the desired results, the athletes continue to use it, and the belief behind the superstition often is left unquestioned. A more useful and better way of using the power of belief and to allow you to regain control and concentration in your sport and focus in the key moments of the game or competition is to use rituals and habits. These rituals and habits signal to the brain that a response will follow. They are like anchors that are used in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, which you can learn about more in my course by taking my online sports psychology course. Check it out. Now, just look at all the professional sports people out there here on TV, watch them live, watch their rituals and habits. A rugby player who's about to take a penalty kick goes through a specific routine before taking the kick. It involves breathing, visualization and a form of anchor, which could be simply a body position. You may see them holding their hands like this just before addressing the ball. Think about a cricketer that is about to bowl and the routine they go through to start their bowling action. On the walk back from the crease, they will actually pace out their run and visualize and set their intention for where they would like to actually bowl the ball. They will often pause at the end of the mark, shine the ball, locate the ball in the hand, and then take a few deep breaths and start their run. Whilst I have been performance coaching, I've always helped my athletes to create their own habits, which are often based on what they already do. Whilst working with a young tennis player, he really wanted to get his service routine sorted and consistent. His routine started as he walked back to the service line. The walk back again was a chance to think about where he would like to place his service and the ball and a sort of visualization. We then set up an anchor of concentration and focus, and you can check out my other videos to see how to use anchoring states in your routines. This anchor was a tap of actually his sports shoe with the racket. He then proceeded to bounce the ball 4 times and then went on to autopilot and executed his serve. He found this really helped, and it helped him hit a higher first serve percentage. After working with many athletes and players, I have noticed that they have a number of different rituals and habits as part of their game. These rituals and habits are sometimes done without them actually even knowing they're doing it. They could use a word or a gesture or simply an action. For example, a good friend of mine was a top squash player. He refocused his attention. He would actually wipe the sweat off his hand against the wall. Okay, and it probably started off as him just wiping the sweat off his hand on the wall, and it soon became a habit which he would use to refocus himself between points. So, what are some of the benefits of rituals and habits? It can help with many things. Before, during and after competition. Here's a few. Okay, you can clarify goals, helps you focus attention, helps you psyching up, any distraction or any tension, instant relaxation, tuning in on something, focusing on a particular movement or a body part or a piece of equipment, staying calm and being present in the moment. So there's a few. Now let's look at some key principles to take on when using rituals and habits. Keep them short and simple. Make sure they're under your control. Practice them daily. Have special ones perhaps for big events. For pre-action rituals, use internal signals. However, whilst you're actually in competition, you can include internal and external cues. Ensure that the rituals have a kinesthetic element, such as a touch, action or feeling, and some emotions, even some muscular sensations. Work on feeling good or feeling right whilst doing the habit. This final one is especially useful if you have experienced adversity during a match, or if you've lost a point, or perhaps you need a reset of concentration. Remember that using rituals and habits is a way of you gaining back control in the chaos of your sport. Okay, so how do we do this? Number one, decide on the key moments in your sport when a ritual would be helpful. Number two, choose an appropriate ritual and anchor, something discreet where the opposition don't know you're doing it. It could be the tipping of a cap, the placement of the ball, or bouncing the ball in tennis, the chalking of a snooker cue. Number three, run the habit whenever you need it. I've often seen snooker players go down for a shot, they're about to play their shot, and decide to get back up and re-chalk their cue. And then they go back down and take the shot. This refocus habit is perfect for when there's a distraction or you have some negative self-talk. Number four, practice the habit in training so it becomes habitual, a natural part of your game. And finally, make your ritual look part of your sport so it looks unplanned. Right, you now have some ideas about habits to form and how to set them. Although if you'd like to have some help at all, then you can contact me for any performance coaching sessions. Do get in touch. Or if you want to gain access to the full potential of your mind and body and get amazing results in your sport, you can complete my online sports psychology program. It has over 30 videos of content to help you train your mind and become a more consistent and successful athlete or player. Click the link in the description to take you to this unique program. Also, you can check out our other videos on NLP and sports psychology on this channel. Okay, that's it for me. Bye for now.